It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you all on behalf of the Nigerian Immigration Service to this critical workshop on maritime security in the context of counterterrorism in the Gulf of Guinea. We are proud to co-host this initiative with the United Nations Counter-Terrorism Center, and we are deeply grateful for the shared commitment to enhancing maritime security in our region. As the Comptroller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, I am proud to lead an organization that has been at the forefront of securing our nation's borders and contributing to regional security efforts. The Gulf of Guinea is one of the most strategic maritime corridors in the world. It is rich in resources, it is teeming with trade, and it is central to the livelihoods of millions. Yet, it is also a region increasingly threatened by criminality, extremisms, and transnational terrorism. These threats do not respect borders. They exploit weak links, they transverse coastlines, and they undermine our collective stability. Today, we stand at a critical juncture where maritime insecurity can no longer be viewed through the narrow lens of piracy or smuggling alone. The reality is far more complex. Terrorist groups are adapting. They are moving men, they are moving arms, money, and materials through our waters. They are leveraging organized criminal networks, and they are taking advantage of governance gaps. What was once seen as an isolated incident of violence on land is now rippling into our seas. It is posing grave challenges for national and regional security. As the lead agency responsible for managing the movement of persons across Nigeria's borders, the Nigerian Immigration Service understands the nexus between terrorism and maritime insecurity. From the illegal movement of foreign terrorist fighters to human trafficking, to irregular migration, and the infiltration of our maritime borders, these threats demand a new level of vigilance. It demands innovation. It requires regional coordination. This workshop represents a timely and strategic step forward. Over the next 3 days, we will have the opportunity to pool our insights, to harmonize our experience, and to enrich the compendium of good practices for maritime border management in the context of counterterrorism. But beyond the documentation of good practices, we must also grapple with some hard truths. Firstly, that many of our national maritime strategies still lack robust provisions on terrorist movements across maritime borders. Those gaps in surveillance, data sharing, and port security continue to hinder early warning signs and detection. Secondly, that community engagement along coastal areas still remains underutilized in identifying and disrupting extremist networks. We must therefore move from coordination to integration, from fragmented efforts to a coherent regional approach that unites immigration services, the Navy, the customs, intelligence agencies, so that we have a seamless security architecture. For Nigeria, we have begun this journey. The Nigerian Immigration Service is working hard to harmonize and modernize its border management infrastructure and to deploy maritime domain awareness tools, and also to expand interagency collaboration. But we know this is not a journey that we can walk alone. Regional solidarity and international support must remain indispensable. We therefore call for deeper intelligence sharing across borders and across domains. We call for stronger legal frameworks that criminalizes maritime terrorism in all its forms. We call for capacity building, initiatives that equip frontline officers with the tools to act decisively and lawfully. And above all, the political will to uphold international obligations even in the face of domestic constraints. Let us be clear. Ensuring maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea is not just a matter of safeguarding ships and ports. It is a matter of protecting sovereignty of national borders, defending human lives, and securing the economic futures of our nations. The seas connect us, but they also expose us. Therefore, our response must be connected, informed, and resilient. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I urge us all to approach this workshop with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. Let us listen, learn, and lead. Let this gathering be remembered not only for its dialogue, but for the actions it catalyzes. For in the era where threats to our maritime domain are as fluid as the waters themselves, only firm and collective resolve will keep us afloat. I thank you all for coming, and I thank you for listening.